Man, I tell you what, I'm stoked. He's a freaking monster. Guys, I want you to look how big this thing is. I mean, just look what a coyote. He's just a giant old warrior. Don't have none of my team, don't have none of Team Zombie with me tonight. I can't wait to show them, you know, how big this dog is that we took out. Look at that compared to the tailgate, guys. Tell me I ain't one of the biggest coyotes you ever seen. Hey guys, I'm gonna take you on another little adventure tonight. 21 degrees, it's dark out. We've had a full moon for a while. Haven't been able to really get out. I've been very sick here for the past 3 days. Been dying to get out. Another little problem I had, top plate to my tripod stripped out. I want to thank Rodney Robertson with Predator Tactics. As soon as I called him, the next day I had this thing at my door. So very luckily I'm able to get out tonight. Couldn't go without my tripod. I mean, it just wouldn't happen. I wouldn't even go. So Rodney, I want to thank you for getting this to me very quickly. I am excited to get out tonight. Don't have none of Team Zombie with me tonight. I do got my buddy coming from out of town. Guys, we'll see you in a few.
Just when you think you got all those coyotes figured out, they throw you a curveball. What's all the hype about? You go in, push a button, coyotes come running, right? Couldn't be further from the truth. Now we're into January. Coyotes acting a little bit different than they have been for us. All of your distress sounds aren't working like they have. We're continuing to spotlight the vocalizations, breeding sounds, whimpers, female invitations. A lot of territorial this time of year. We've got a pair of coyotes that showed up here, but they have zoned in and stayed right in line with these structures. We've got a couple houses here. It seems like they almost know where the safe zones are. Dave's tried a series about everything you could think of on the electronic call, and now it's just a matter of waiting till this coyote comes out from around this house. So we're over half an hour into the set now, and he finally catches a break with this coyote. He's been there the whole time. The other one kind of scooted off to the side. Tip of the day is going to be, even though you don't think you hit it, always check. Listen close after the shot, you'll hear a little thump. He's going to get lined up on this coyote and let her eat.
Alright guys, give a little introduction earlier. Davin hadn't made it to the house yet. He's here now. We've actually on a third set. I actually got a shot at that coyote. I hit it. It ran. Davin started talking to me. I told him just hush for a minute. Pretty neat. 36 minutes into calling, had two dogs come in from across the road. They made their way over to us, and I actually thought he was a little close to us. We're about 250 yards out. I put the smack down on one of them. Got over here, he's a giant, right next to my brother's father-in-law's house. Went quiet for a minute, put on a cottontail, turned it all the way down to 4 on the lucky duck. Man, he come right back across the field, but he was way out here. I took a shot at him. He's probably 400 plus out. We watched him for another 10 minutes. Decided to call the set. Man, I tell you what, this is a big dog. Pretty good shot. They were moving, coming at us. All right, guys, made it over here to this coyote. Man, I tell you what, I'm stoked. He's a freaking monster. monster male. I done checked him. Guys, I want you to look how big this thing is. I mean, just look what a coyote. He's just a giant old warrior. Was looking at his teeth a while ago. His front teeth are about wore down, gone. In fact, he's missing one. Just an old warrior of a male. Came in between these houses over here. Gave me a pretty long shot, 250-yard shot. Look at the paws on this dude. He's giant. This sucker's almost as big as a wolf. Anyways, we're gonna hook the old coyote cord this thing, drag him back to the truck. We're gonna go hit another set. What do you think? You wanna go hit another set?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down to go hit another set.
Yep, let's go do it.
That's a good one, man. He's freaking massive.
These old coyote cords, man, you gotta get you one, because even for dragging your deer, I used them for squirrel hunting this year, so I didn't get ticks all over me. Makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
It's a heavy dog. I'm glad to have this thing.
I just wanted to say thanks to David. He's been awesome to me. He's taught me a lot about coyote hunting. I've learned a lot from David. He knows what he's doing. There ain't another guy I'd rather go hunting with and learn something from. Coyotes, I've learned a lot, and I just wanted to say thanks to David.
I tell you, it ain't just me. Team Zombie, Keith Couch, we call him the dog father. He's really taught me a whole lot, but you know, and I am teaching you a few things. The only thing you really need to know now, because you've been out with me enough, we actually started hunting together before I got thermal, before I started hunting with Keith Couch. And we caught in a coyote one day.
Yeah.
But we was both using lights. They actually came in downwind before we saw them. They winded us, took off. Still a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. Guys, I am super stoked over his dog right here. I mean, he is just a giant. He's just no warrior. I was about ready to go home. I'm definitely not, man. I mean, I know this dog took 36 minutes to get him in. He came from a long ways off. We have called this spot 5 or 6 times. We have not killed a coyote here until tonight. Devin Dennison, and big ones we were seeing here, one of them's gone. We won't ever see it again. This thing is just a giant. Well, guys, we'll be back to you here shortly. We're gonna go hit another set. We're gonna get him in the truck and go get another one. Golly. Guys, compare this thing to the tailgate. I mean, look what a dog. And just an absolute giant. Look at that compared to the tailgate, guys. Tell me I ain't one of the biggest coyotes you ever seen. Oh, warrior too, boy. Look at the teeth on him.
Looks like he's been around the block a time or two.
Hey, so boy here's ate some animals here. Guarantee it. Something I didn't mention earlier. One of the things about where we're at right now, this guy that owns this property, he owns a nuisance animal company. And if he has to put an animal down, or somebody calls him because there's a dead animal in their yard, this field is where they go.
Yeah.
Could be part of the reason why this dog is so big, I don't know. Right across the road, there's a cattle farm. I can't wait to show them, you know, how big this dog is that we took out. I think we're going to end this video, man. We got to get to the next spot, do the next set. Yeah. Actually, on the next set, just leave your gun in the truck. I'm going to do some scanning. You're going to shoot one with my gun.
So yeah, I'm down for that.
Put you on one with the thermal. You'll be getting a divorce tomorrow.